So yesterday, Invincible finished its first season on Amazon Prime. I've watched the entire season, and it was pretty good. I liked the show. I never read the comic book. Never read the comic book. I think I'm going to because I liked the show enough. I understand there's some differences between the show and the comic. I don't know what those are. I just want to be straight up. I haven't read the comic. So I did enjoy the show, though, and I think a lot of other people did as well. A lot of people were talking about that show on Friday. I don't want to spoil it for those of you who haven't seen it, but there was a big reveal for a character that's a part of the show, and it was pretty brutal. It's a brutal show. A good show, though. It's got a couple of small things in it that are kind of annoying here and there, but for the most part, it's one of the better shows that have come out of the West in a long time, I got to say. So, in my opinion, I would say give it a look. If you got Amazon Prime, you should check it out. It's actually a pretty decent show. And it's actually doing something that comic book movies have been failing to do. It's selling comics. I saw this. Invincible has sold over 100,000 graphic novels in 2021 already, which is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. You can see right here, it's driving up, of course, the first issue for Invincible, soaring at $2,500 on eBay. It's pretty impressive. I've always heard about this comic. Like I said, I just never sat down to read it. I think I'm going to now because I've really enjoyed the show. However, there are some things about the show, like I said, that can get a little annoying, particularly his girlfriend, Amber. Everybody dislikes Amber. She's probably the worst character on the show. She's angry all the time. All the time she's angry. She's always crying, complaining, yelling at the main character, like never kind of just giving him a chance to make up for anything. And to be fair, okay, so it's a new relationship between the two of them, and he's constantly late, right? Because he's off doing superhero stuff. And there comes a point in episode 5, so this is a small spoiler. Okay, it's a small spoiler. It won't really ruin anything, but if you don't want to get spoilers, I understand. But last chance, spoilers. So in the 5th or 6th episode, he reveals to her that he's invincible, and she says, well, I already knew you were invincible, and I don't care. You don't put me first. So basically, she's mad that while he's out saving lives and doing things to help save humanity, she's mad that he wasn't on time for their date, putting herself first. It's just an example. So if you knew he was invincible, you think that she would go a little easier on him. Like, he's literally saving people from death, but she's mad that he's not there 5 minutes early. She's an incredibly annoying character. She's preachy. All the time she's preaching about stuff. It's funny, they go to a college. In this one episode that was pretty cool, actually, they go to this college, and there's this guy kidnapping people and turning them into cyborgs. And he's like, what do you think? I really like it here. Maybe me and you could come here together. And she's like, yeah, they got a great social justice program. It's really funny. But the point is, you have a character like this, and you're not allowed to dislike her. People will call you racist or sexist and stuff like that. And it's just so annoying. Just because she's a POC character doesn't give her a shield from criticism. She's preachy and she's unlikable. She's always mean. She's never happy. She's always angry. If anything, she perpetuates the stereotype for angry black woman in some ways because she's always mad. But you're not allowed to criticize her, apparently. She's the weakest link of this show. She's just, the things that she gets mad about make no sense sometimes. And the fact that she knew that Mark was invincible for weeks and still got angry at him for going out and saving lives is kind of shitty, in my opinion. But if you go online, if you say you don't like this character, guess what? You're racist. You're racist, of course. And also, The show has a character who's out, and it's his buddy. I guess in the comics there was a big storyline for this, but in the show they forego that. He's out the whole time, and it's really not a big deal. It's fine. It's not. It's sometimes they can sometimes make him a caricature of it, which is kind of annoying. But for the most part, like, it's not really that big of a deal. And it's still not enough. Now, the argument for this, though, is that they are angry that he didn't get that storyline, which I think is fair criticism. Like, I guess there was a whole storyline and character development for him, and a lot of people are angry that he's getting robbed of that. I'm not sure. You know, the reason that they brought him out and had him that way in the first place was, though, to make people, like, make NPC media happy, and it turns out that backfired. So I thought these things were funny, but the Amber thing is the bigger thing. I think it's annoying that you're not allowed to criticize characters and that they give them shields based on who they are. Like, a shitty character is a shitty character, and Amber is annoying. She's the most annoying character on the show. She comes off as selfish and angry. Like, him spending 5 extra minutes with her, and because he's late because he was out saving lives, makes Mark the villain and the bad guy. He brought her a rock from Mars. Like, come on. So I don't know. I think this is ridiculous. If you want to dislike Amber, I think you should be allowed to. And don't worry, it seems like most people disagree with you. She's an angry, annoying, preachy. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, I like Invincible. I think it's a good show. You should check it out. There's only like 6 or 7 episodes, so it's a quick show. I would imagine season 2 and 3 will have longer seasons because the first one was such a success, and I'm kind of glad for that. It's always fun to find a good show. It can get a little preachy here and there, but for the most part, it doesn't really bring the show down much. It's worth checking out. It's not bad. In today's climate, that's really hard to find. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What do you think about the show? What do you think about the issues people have with it? What do you think about the Amber stuff? I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that, and subscribe if you're new.